Hey folks, Sheldon from the Outlaw Speed Shop. And, well, Thanksgiving is past. I was sick for a week with a urinary tract infection, which I'm still in the process of getting over, but on the downhill slide of that. So, hasn't been any videos, but I have been working on the 32 coupe. I'm not exactly sure if I ever did a video after I got the new body. Maybe I did, I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, the new body is here. The new body is way much better. Actually, I think I did, but anyway, so it is much better. And I have started moving forward. So after a lot of grinding with the Dremel on the inside, just to clean up around the windows, window frames, and then I had to thin out across the bottom of the body because I do have it channeled over the outside of the frame. So I had to clean that all up. Anyway, I finally got it cleaned up, got the firewall cut out to match my floor piece here. So I got everything now where everything matches, all the holes filled, everything like that. Engine clears, it's tight up against the firewall. Well, one spot, it's almost touching on the passenger side. But anyway, so that's all good. I got the height set. I have this bar right here, and this bar sits on top. Well, I'll just do this. It's upside down. I'll do it right here. So this sits on here, there. So that bar sits on top of there. Frame sits on the firewall up here. So there we are. And if I need to adjust anything or whatever, then I can shim this up a little bit if I need to. Same thing there if I need to, but I think everything is pretty good. So there's that. I better move my spectacles up here. So we got that. We got a big pile of mess right here. And I had a counseling session with Tom, the Rambler 69, and we came up with a plan. I didn't want to open the doors on this one for the same reason as the other one. These aren't as thick up here as the other ones were, but I just didn't want to do it. So, being that I have a lot of detail stuff on the inside, the next thing better was the fact that this one has the raised section for the soft top. So I decided to just go ahead and cut that part out and make that part removable. So I can take it in and out and be able to access the inside or view the inside and access the inside. So that's, so that's good enough for me. And then I decided to go ahead and open up the trunk. So that's what I'm actually working on today. So I got the tops open, got the trunk open, got them pretty well straightened up. Still need a little bit of filing, but now it's time to fill some gaps. So I'll bring it all the way to the bottom and all the way to the sides. So you can see I've got about an 1/8 up there and a good hard 1/8 up there. So I need to fill all 4 sides, which means, well, this side is okay. It needs just a couple little, maybe just a little bit added down here. This side needs a little bit more. So I want to get these two whatever ridges, even, and they're pretty even to start with. So I just need to keep them even down through the middle. This one like I say, this one is really, really good. It's got one little spot that needs there, but so we need to add some for here to get that, and then from there, then we can just add more to the trunk lid, more. So it's like you get a whole lot easier to fix this edge if you can come in here and lay a piece on here, you know, and then glue it, sand it out, instead of trying to work and get that one edge. So if you get it pretty damn close, and then you can put this piece in here, and then you just got to work it out, smooth it out this way and that way, and then you can fill your gap. So that's today's project. Oh, also, I made this little rear firewall. So it fits in here. Let me get in here. Anyway, it fits in there. So that's the rear. So we're gonna need to make a side. We're gonna obviously gonna need to make a floor panel. And then we're gonna make the side panels for the trunk. So the trunk's gonna have quite a bit of stuff going on, even though there's only gonna be probably the battery. The fuel tank, I've already altered the fuel tank, and it actually sits up on top of the frame up here. So it doesn't stick out the back so I moved it forward. So you can see I've already fixed that, pressure tested it and everything, so it's all good. So we're gonna have that fuel tank sits on top of the rails right there. So whether that part is gonna be sitting up inside the trunk, I haven't decided yet. So, you know, probably the battery's gonna be up here. So, anyway, so that's where we're at. I'm just been, like I say, I've been sick, so just getting back to this and trying to take on one. There's no small battles here. That's what I come to, you know, every time I sit down and start working on this thing, there's no small battles. Everything is, you know, everything is a job. And so, and the more, like I say, the more you open up the trunk, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do. It's just like hinges. So I've already made me kind of an idea of what I want to make for my hood hinges, or my trunk hinge here. And so just kind of an idea to start with. And I don't want to just put a piece of I don't want to make a hinge just out of a piece of rod or a piece of tubing. I want to actually make some actual hinges. But again, that hinge piece here is going to have to attach, you know, here to this whatever it is that this framework that I put on the inside of the trunk lid. So it's kind of first things first. Get the trunk lid fit, then work on the inside section. I think what it's going to be is basically, I think what I want it to be is like a frame, a recess in here a little ways, come around with another piece, so there's like an open piece underneath. So that's kind of, I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. So put some pieces in here and then lay a flat piece, roll a flat piece around there, and then maybe put some, you know, a cross hatch with some holes in it or something, you know, something like that. So that's kind of the idea. So anyway, that's all we got going on today. I did want to just say this because, first of all, I hardly ever I mean, I do comment on videos. I comment on comments, that people make, whatever. But I don't comment a lot. I read all my comments and everything, and I appreciate all my comments and everything from people. My channel is not, I don't even know how many viewers I have or subs. I don't even know how many, or subscriptions or whatever. I have no clue. I know I usually get a couple hundred, maybe 300 views on my videos after a few days or whatever when I put them up. Like I say, I make them, I put them up, and that's pretty much the end of it for me. I don't worry about it. I mean, I do this, and again, I do this to help teach other people how to do stuff. So that's my main point, is if I can put up a video and someone can learn from it, get some ideas, get enthused about it, then that's good. That's the point. And I get a lot of feedback from people that is the actual works. So I don't care. I'm not doing this for a popularity contest. I'm not doing this to see, like say, how many views and clicks and whatever I can get. I don't care. So yesterday, and I like to, I watch, since I don't have regular TV, I do watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. And like I said before, there's been getting a lot more, I thought, a lot more model car videos out there. The model Muse guy, Doug White, Tom Rambler 69, others. There's several people, and there's probably more that just aren't on that I don't get for whatever reason. So, I check them out, whatever. And so anyway, there's this guy on there, which I've watched his channel. And it seems to be growing well and doing well and whatever. This guy, Lucas C. But for me, they're really hard to watch. These guys are trying to be funny. They're trying to be whatever, and they're not, or he's not. I don't know, but he has a guy on there sometimes, but but they're doing their thing. And so, it's like whatever. And so, I watch some of those now and then just to kind of whatever. Like I say, I did that 44 AMT build because it was on that channel that they was going to do an AMT 44 build. So I did it. I made my video, did my stuff, whatever. And most of the time, no problem. Well, yesterday, this video comes up because I'd watched the video before where he starts working on this 64 Ols, this release kit of an old, it's an old screw, screw body, screw frame, whatever you want to call it, old kit. But it's a 64 Ols, so it's pretty cool. So he says he's going to do this build, going to just do it, whatever. I'm thinking, okay, well, this might be kind of fun to watch, see what he does with it. So the next morning I get up, and here's this video, and I look at the thing, and there's all these wheel backs, because he said he was going to use these other tires. So there's all these wheel backs and this stuff, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? So I start watching this video, and he starts ranting that he's been trying to find a wheel back for the last 2 or 3 hours and going through, boxes and boxes of stuff to try to find a wheel back. And I'm like, well, how hard can that actually be? And so I thought, well, I'm watching it. So he pulls out the first one, which is the one from the kit. And it's a standard AMT metal axle wheel back. And they're all the same, depending on what size wheel they go to. And then it's got the little stub on the back to offset you know, however in or out or whatever. And this one has a pretty good offset on it. Probably, I'm going to say at least 1/4 of an inch, because the tires on that kit stock are pretty small. So I'm like, okay. And so he picks out the first one. He goes, well, puts this one down. First he picks up the tires, and then he says, oh, look how much wider these tires are than that. Okay, well, as long as they fit inside the wheel well, they're good, right? So he picks up this wheel back and sticks it down there and says, oh, well, this one just pushes the wheel way too far out. And puts it down, then picks up this one and says, well, this one just pushes it way too far in. And I immediately thought, there's nobody on this planet that can be this dumb. I mean, I'm sorry. It's impossible to be that dumb. You have a wheel back that has a 1/4 inch spacer or nub on it or whatever you want to call it, and it's too long. Well, take a saw and cut it off to the right size and be done and move on. Which you should have done this the night before. You should have said, oh, look at this, got to cut this much off, put it on there. It's the ones from the kit, no problem, put the new tires on and be building. But no, it's going on and on and on and on about not being able to find your freaking wheel back. And I was just like, holy crap. I thought, this is just... So I do what I never do, is I comment and I made my opinion. I thought, geez, you know, if you can't figure this out, I don't know that you're quite the one to be making videos to giving people modelers advice, because this is really hard to watch. So anyway, you know, and then afterwards I thought, well, probably shouldn't have, whatever, but okay. So a little while later, he responds to me. Now, he didn't respond to me in a way like, oh yeah, that was a great idea, probably should have done that, whatever. He responded to me by saying that he checked out my channel, and since I don't have a sufficient amount of subs, I myself have no opinion, because I don't have enough subs to support my opinion. And I thought that was pretty odd. But, you know, each their own. All I gotta say, okay, but, you know, if you want a good laugh, check that video out, because it's funny as shit. I mean, like I said, that's just, I don't get it. I mean, maybe he was trying to be, if I would have watched it longer, maybe he was just trying to be humorous or something. You know, I don't know. But anyway, so in case there's any sort of whatever, I don't want to get in a pissing contest with anybody, but you know, I just thought it was funny as shit. I thought and like I say, I thought what was funny in the response was not like, well, whatever, but the fact that since I don't have enough subs, I don't have a voice. Huh. Well, guess what? I do. So, okay, guys, that's all I got today. Like I say, we're going to tackle this trunk project. And anyway. Oh, and just one more thing on that little subject. The fact is, I don't know that I've ever seen the guy actually finish a model in whatever. I don't think I've seen a finished model. And, you know, I've finished a few. You know, I've got, in the last year, I've had over 50, you know, builds that I've built, you know, that were for customers. So, you know, I do build cars. So I guess I don't know that I really need those subs to you know, to verify my my credentials. I've been building models for over 50 plus years. And so, you know, that's all I got to say. So guys, have a good day, and we'll keep you in touch. Like I say, now that I'm back feeling better again, I'm gonna try to start cranking this thing out. It's got like I say, it's got a ton of work. Got a ton of work to do here, And so I'm gonna just, this comes down, it basically comes down now to basically every project. So right now we're talking about the trunk. So that's basically like building a whole kit. I mean, they're gonna, face this and work at it. It's like building a whole kit. And every little process from here on out, and that's how it's been through the whole process of this thing over the however many years I've been working on this thing. Everything is a separate little job in its own. So once we get the trunk done, and then we'll get the top fit, and then we can go in and start working on the firewall, inside the firewall, the dashboard, the pedals, all that stuff. Like I say, the engine is pretty much done. It just needs wired up and a few more little things on it. The suspension's all done. Everything's I've actually went through and touched up, and it's all ready to primer. And that's where I was going before I got sidetracked with this sickness. So the chassis is ready to primer. All the suspension parts are ready to primer. So, and then start painting. So it's just a process that we got to follow here and keep on going. I ordered another U-joint so I can make the drive line, and I ordered another set of seat belts because I only had seat belts for one seat. So I got some some 3D printed seat belt hardware. Actually, I only bought two things. Last time I bought 3D parts, which was crazy. I bought that U-joint kit and a seat belt. That was it. That's all I bought. So it's pretty crazy for me. But and everything else. I mean, I think once those parts come in, I think I have everything. I really do. I think I've got everything. I've been collecting and whatever for a long time on this thing, but I think I finally just have everything I need. So that's it. So thanks everybody for watching. It's Sheldon from the Outlaw Speed Shop, and hit the like button, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and leave comments below, and we'll talk to you later.